Real estate investing is not about buying or building properties. Real estate investing is not always about owning buildings and properties in your name or your company's name, but it is more about planting seeds on fertile grounds that you can always harvest from. Hello guys, my name is Lindo from After 12 Properties. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. In this short video, I just want to discuss with you how you can build your property portfolio and still keep your day job. How we actually build our property portfolio without having to own any building or any property. It is possible. It is done. A lot of people are doing it. Even the most successful people in the property space, your likes of Robert Kiyosaki, they don't always own the properties that are bringing money into their pockets, but they control the properties or they control what is going on in those investments. So in this short video, I'm going to discuss those particular things that you can do here in South Africa, here in Africa, to ensure that you build your property portfolio without having to focus on ownership. I am not saying ownership is not important. What we need to strive for in the beginning of building our property portfolio is passive income. Passive income over ownership. The ownership is important, but we focus more on passive income, and in the long run, we then focus on ownership of the business. So, what are the things that you can do to ensure that you invest in real estate while you are still at your 9 to 5 job, or you invest in real estate without having to sweat much, or you invest in real estate without focusing more on ownership but focusing more on passive income? There are so many ways. I'm just going to discuss a few of them, and I challenge you to then go and research what you can do on your own to ensure that you build your property portfolio without focusing more on the ownership bit of things, but focus more on the passive income. So the first thing that I can think of right now is that you can invest on people or companies that are in real estate. There are so many companies that would use your investment, that would use your 20,000 rand to put into good use for what they are trying to achieve, and in return you can get your monthly return depending on what is in the contracts that you have with those people. So invest in companies that are doing renovations, that are doing developments, that are doing any type of thing that is within the real estate space. You can invest in those particular people and they get the job done, and then you agree on a month-to-month payment, on a month-to-month repayment plan, where you are agreeing on an interest of the amount you will have invested. There are so many companies that want to build rental units, for instance. I know of After 12 Properties. Even now, we do have a property where we are calling on investors to come forward for us to build the rental units, and then they can get their returns from the rental income that we'll be collecting. So there are so many companies that are doing renovations. You speak to them, you find out about them, they are legit. You go on site, you check everything, you check their books, and you are comfortable to then invest your money and get your monthly returns on a monthly basis from the rental income, or however you will have spoken to those people. So that's the first thing you can look into. Get the companies that are looking for investors. You can agree on an equity, you can agree on just a repayment plan where you get your returns with some interest on the investment that you've made, or you can get yourself some equity on the property. You can get anything depending on what deal is out there for the people, or out there in that company and out there for you to invest in. But trust me, you can build a real estate portfolio without having to own a property, but planting seeds on fertile grounds where you can harvest on a monthly basis. The second thing you can think of is property stokvels. There are so many property stokvels out there. There's so many property stokvels that are out there. Look for a property stokvels, a property stokvel that is legit, that has a track record, that has proven beyond reasonable doubt that they are actually doing what they say they are doing. There are property stokvels where people come together, they collect money on a monthly basis, and they buy a couple of properties that are owned by the stokvel, and then the properties are then rented out to collect money on a monthly basis, and then all the people within the stokvel, they get call it dividends. They get a portion of the rental income on a monthly basis. So there are so many stokvels that you can look for. You can go on YouTube, check out property stokvels in South Africa, contact them, ask them how they work, ask them how much you can invest, ask them what you can actually do with your monthly salary from your day job to ensure that while you are at work, there is your money working for you elsewhere. Because what you need to focus on as a young person or as someone who is working in a day job is to ensure that while you are out there, there is money making money for you on a monthly basis. The average investor has about 7 streams of income. How many streams of income do you have? You need to invest in more streams of income. You need to come up with ways to ensure that while you are doing whatever you are doing, there is income that is coming your way to ensure that you fight these economic turmoils and all the challenges that we are facing in the economy in South Africa and also in Africa. So join a property stokvel, come up with a stokvel yourself if you can, if you know what you are doing, but join a property stokvel, ensure that there is money that is making money for you on a monthly basis. That's number 2. Number 3 is that you can partner with a group of people, maybe a group of your colleagues, to say, colleagues, can we come together and get a rental property that we can rent out? Collectively, the 5 of us, the 10 of us, we come together, we buy a real estate property, or if we get to sign a surety of someone who has, can afford to, sign surety on a property, get that person to sign surety, and then you guys run the whole property, a rental property, and you make monthly income on a monthly basis, and you ensure that that property is building a property portfolio for you and for them, but there is something that you are doing outside of your day-to-day daily job per se. So there's just so many things that you can do. I think for me in this video is just to challenge you to go out there, research on things that you can do to build your property portfolio without having to own a building, having to own a property of your own, or having to build a property of your own. After doing more research about what else can be done to build a property portfolio and still keep your day job, please do hit the comment section and tell us, what have you found out? What have you learned that we can also learn to ensure that more people build their property portfolio without having to leave their day job? Some people love their day job, so it's not always advisable for people to leave their day job just because they are now investing in real estate. Now they're investing in entrepreneurship. People can still keep their day job if they are able to multitask and do everything that they have to do. Without prolonging the video, thank you very much guys for watching. Please do hit the subscribe button. Please do hit the like button. Let's also comment and also engage on the content that we are sharing. Thank you very much. For now, cheers guys.